whole entire year since the beef, like the Kendrick and Drake beef. What's your favorite track from the beef? Mine is 616 in LA by Kendrick. I think that's one of my favorite.
Um, 616 was very good. If not Euphoria, then it's Meet the Grams
Hmm.
because he really got. I didn't expect Kendrick to, sit the boy down like that. You know what I'm saying?
He said,
Um, he
take.
really set him down. But I also like Drake tracks too, and I get flack for liking Drake track with the AI Tupac.
That shit was like,
Listen, it was lame as fuck. It was lame, right? It was lame. Listen, you listening? It was lame, right? Listen, just hear me. Nobody leave. Hear me. Um, this was a master move in chess.
by Drake, by
Cause
Kendrick.
who's Kendrick's favorite rapper? Pac. So for Drake to bring Pac alive to diss the boy was masterful. And it was genius. It was sweet. It was nice. I like that. Because it's a troll move. If Drake gonna be a troll, be the best troll. If you're gonna be the best troll, then bring Tupac back to life and diss the kid with it. You know what I'm saying? And they got Kendrick to get in his ass though. You know what I'm saying? But it was lame to do the AI. I want people to do AI or Tupac. I don't want people to do AI big and shit. But that one time, we gotta let that slide. That was a chess move.
It
And they
was.
both was playing chess, bro. They was playing, and that's what you gotta respect, bro. You gotta respect the behind the scenes. In the military, you see the soldiers out there fighting, but there's also a battle with the higher ups. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? There's also, I'm gonna use some Star Wars shit with this.
Mm-hmm.
Darth Vader and Obi-Wan, they was fighting, right? But it was also a battle with the Force behind the scenes. So Kendrick and Drake rapping, it was also a battle behind the scenes of who controlled the best. The boys started putting pedophile stickers on top of. Did you Google Drake
Mm-hmm.
address? You see like pedophile live here, all that? Trolls. The 616 in LA was 3 hour difference from and all of Drake intros is 5 a.m. in
Timestamps.
LA. Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? So, even Drake in a video got the minivan and smushed the minivan from Good Kid Mad City. You know, Troll, they playing chess as well. This is more than rap. They playing, Kendrick got the briefcase talking about, I got this right here. So some of it was lies, the kids beating your wife, all that. And we're going to talk about why Drake lost here in a bit. Because there's a good reason why Drake lost. And it wasn't just because the tracks was better. But to cut that down, yeah, it was chess. I like that they was playing chess. You feel me? It was two games being played. And Drake was doing good at both. Can't say that he won either one. You know what I'm saying? Kendrick won both of them. Definitely when he started putting stickers on the boy house. That was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, who thinks of that? So,
And the
yeah, so,
timing, like him dropping before Drake on the day Drake dropped, and then after him. So basically, he dropped 616 before Drake could drop Family Matters, and then as soon as Drake dropped Family Matters, he dropped that Meet the Grams right after it. So it's like he sandwiched them in, just like perception wise. He didn't have a chance to live for a long time. Like his shit couldn't move. Niggas was already on to the next shit. You know what I mean? You wanna have your
right.
shit and then nothing. You know what I'm saying? Nothing for 24 hours. But
This move, Kendrick was playing cheap. He's he was playing cheap, but he knew Drake's star power, bro.
he
That's
had
how
to.
you had to play. He had to play it that way. We don't know if the box, accusations are real.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, maybe. But when you got a fan base as tough as Drake's, That's the and you know why? That's the only way he was gonna win. Even if Box, because Pusha T killed
Killed
that
him.
boy, killed that boy, killed
Yes,
that boy.
I
If you
know.
think Kendrick did it, Pusha put elbows on that boy, and the world still
Rock with him. You have to do it in a certain type of way, and not like us. It's just like, yeah, he really won off the sure way he dropped. I can understand, you know what I'm saying, like saying the track saying is good, but yeah, he didn't give it no time to breathe. He meet the grams. Still, we ain't hear nothing. Drop that. Not like us. Game over. And then,
what you think about that? It matters.
to me,
Where you put that? Where you put that on all the tracks? What
it's
numbers?
not hot. It's not hot for me. Like it's just not hot for me. Like
That's
I,
crazy.
it's not high. It's probably, it's definitely higher than the Tupac, tailor made freestyles. Higher than that, but it's definitely not up there with 616, Euphoria, Not Like Us, or I'm not even putting it. I'm putting it under Meet the Grams. So that's four. You got four Kendrick tracks before you get to it.
Any Drake tracks beat a Kendrick track to you?
To me, the weakest track he had was, it's a tie between Meet the Grams and Euphoria. And I know Euphoria is a big song or whatever, but I'm I would say that's the one that's closest to Family Matters is his best track. You know what I mean? But push ups and
Dang.
high for me.
So Family Matters is his best track,
Hmm.
and four Kendrick tracks is over that track. So he never had a chance.
Not that he never had a chance. In my opinion, he had a chance, but he just didn't play his cards right. And his last song was garbage too. That's what really the heart five, is that what it's called?
Six.
The heart
Six.
six, was it the heart
Yeah.
six? Whichever. But that's after Not Like Us came out. He made that the heart with the day free. You know what I mean? Uh, but yeah, it'd be like four Kendrick tracks, and then you can start putting Drake tracks in there. You know what I mean? In my honest opinion, he just had more
I think
energy.
Kendrick tracks.
You said what?
I said I think Kendrick only had four tracks.
No, he
He
had
said,
he only had four tracks, right? Damn. So yeah, he had. In my honest opinion, bro, he didn't have a chance as far as, like, that's they shouldn't be rapping against each other. That's always what I said. Why are they rapping against each other?
That's crazy, bro.
He should be
That's
rapping
crazy.
against Eminem or uh,
Who?
somebody else. Uh,
Who? Kendrick?
yeah, like them
Oh, I
type
thought
of
you were saying.
them like rappers. Like Drake needs to
Yeah.
be, you know what I mean? Somebody
Why is
else.
that if Meek Mill so bad? Meek was a better rapper. Why? Wait, Meek is a better
He
rapper
out.
just
He
more
he
than Kendrick.
he just
How
out
did you?
chessed him. Meek Mill.
And Drake
He
has been doing this against a lot of rappers. You gotta understand, Drake killed all the other rappers. You know, it was like five other rappers there. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
It was Rick Ross and
Meek Mill, in my
Future.
opinion, Meek Mill played it so bad. Drake did to Meek Mill what Kendrick did to Drake, damn near. Drop two, you know what I'm saying, two tracks type shit
Back to back.
on
You know,
it. Yeah.
back to back. I think Drake. My opinion on why Drake lost, it wasn't because he had four tracks under Kendrick, which he probably did have four tracks under Kendrick. Let's not think about it. He really did. But Family Matters, people actually say that's one of the best tracks in the whole disc. You feel me? You got
I've never listened to it. Like, I listened to it, but
jumps. But you don't think Family Matters is the most listenable track? Like you can just play that as you driving around. The other ones you really can't just play on a regular basis. Just anywhere you go, just bumping Euphoria. You can. If you're a hip hop head, you can. You know what I'm saying? But not everybody will. Family Matter, bro. Only got like, you know, where you can just play that anywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't think it's necessarily a bad track. I would say like Family Matters and Euphoria are like, you know what I mean? Like
I
I'm not
feel that. I
listening to
think Drake.
Euphoria either. Like I'm not a huge fan of Euphoria.
Okay, okay. I think Drake and Nicki is very good at making diss tracks that you can listen to on a regular basis. You know what I'm saying? It was very good at that. And that's what Kendrick did, the Not Like Us. Kendrick did what Drake and Nicki Minaj is a master at doing. Making a diss track
A
that
hit.
can get rid of plays. You know what I'm saying? So I think Drake could have made one of those tracks, which Family Matter would have been, but you said it was sandwiched in, right? Family Matter would have been that, but Family Matter, he released that too early. He probably should have saved that to the last one. I'm gonna say the last one, he should have released that. Taylor Made should have been the first one. Family Matter should have been the last one. Push Ups. Isn't that the one he was like, shut the fuck up and make some beats when he was talking about Metro? That
Mm-hmm.
was a hard line, bro. Funny line. Made the world laugh. I think Drake lost because in battle rap, man, you gotta roll with the punches and keep going, right? When he started calling Drake a pedophile or whatnot, Drake wasn't supposed to be like, yo, bro, I didn't do that. That's not me. That's not me. You know, in battle rap, bro, people say all type of crazy shit. They call you a snitch, they call you a rat, they call you this, they call you that. You don't stop in the middle of the battle and be like, bro, nah, that ain't true, bro, that ain't true. You keep rapping, and when it's your turn, you say something. You notice Kendrick, when Drake said something about Kendrick beating his wife, Kendrick didn't stop and say, I'm gonna beat my wife. When he said something about that's not your kids, Kendrick didn't stop and like, that's not they free kids right there. He just kept rapping. You get what I'm saying? And I think Drake got too defensive. And it's obvious right now because the boy is suing. So obviously, this is facts right here. He's still defensive. But
Mm-hmm.
I think he got too defensive and the world caught on to that. And they was like, that's what makes him mad. And then everybody started calling him a pedophile. Every time you get in the comment section, you hear something like that. Don't nobody really believe Drake is a goddamn pedophile. You feel me? Everybody singing that at the Grammys and stuff. All those rich people at the Grammy don't believe that, bro. It would have got real. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
How is he the biggest artist, but everybody believe is your pedophile across the world? So they knew it would get under your skin, just like Meek Mill with the Puff Daddy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? They know that makes Meek Mill mad every time they mention some gay shit. So now every time you get on the internet and hear something about Meek Mill, what they saying?
Under
They
the
saying
comments.
something about him.
Yeah.
Yeah, making them mad, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because they know that what gets some. So that's how Drake lost, bro. I feel like Drake should never put out the Heart Part 6. I think he should have put out another track to try to kill the momentum of Not Like Us. But he didn't do that. He conceded in his next track. He started sounding like he was giving up and like, all right, man, you got it, bro. You saying this, you saying that. That's not how it's supposed to go, bro. You're supposed to call him a pedophile next, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. Like.
Supposed to be like, actually, I saw you. I got pictures of you, and then you're supposed to Photoshop something. That's what you're supposed to do, bro.
Cause. Yeah.
Back to the 3 tracks. We got way off, bro. We're gonna have to
We figured out.
spice it.